Kiev and the West continue to justify their failures, blaming the rainy weather, which is reportedly the main obstacle to the Ukrainian counteroffensive. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian military on the Donbas front has been on the rack for more than a month, preparing for risky offensive operations. Indeed, the weather continues to affect the course of hostilities in various regions. Positional battles and artillery duels continue on almost the entire Ukrainian front line. Last week in eastern Ukraine was rainy. In the steppes in the Zaporozhye region, soldiers on both sides of the front are sitting in trenches knee-deep in water. Nevertheless, Russian units launched offensive operations near the village of Balshaya Novoselka in the Uglidar area. On the outskirts of Avdiivka, Russian forces have also slightly advanced near Vadian. Over the past day, they took control of 2 more Ukrainian strongholds. Fighting is also ongoing on the outskirts of Novokalinova, where another line of Ukrainian defense is being stormed. Despite the bad weather, the soil in the forests on the northern Donbas front was not so muddy, and this allowed the Ukrainian military to attempt several attacks. Ukrainian forces launched combat reconnaissance operations in the woods south of Kremenyaya, preparing for a large-scale counteroffensive. However, they achieved no significant success. The Kiev regime continues to prepare for the offensive, convincing the public that everything is under control despite the weather. The population of NATO countries that pays for this war might come to believe that the multi-million-dollar Ukrainian army, trained and coordinated by professional NATO military personnel and fully armed with advanced Western weapons, is afraid to get wet. Meanwhile, Wagner's fighters and Russian airborne forces continue to stubbornly destroy the remnants of the Ukrainian grouping in Bakhmut without complaining about any obstacles or bad weather. Fierce fighting continues in the city. The Wagner PMC is pushing through Ukrainian defenses in the western part of the city. The day before, footage confirmed their control of the Upper Park and the Bakhmut 2 railway station. In the city center, Wagner's fighters are moving towards high-rise buildings to the west of the station. Their offensive is complicated by the advantageous Ukrainian positions on the hill, as well as by the fire of Ukrainian machine gunners and snipers who equip their positions on the upper floors of multi-story buildings. In the southwest of Bakhmut, Wagner fighters are advancing along Grigory Skavarada Street and Geologist Lane. In the north of the city, the fighting is going down Krenyaya Street. On the city outskirts, the battle for the main supply road of the Ukrainian grouping in Bakhmut continues west of Kromova. Wagner has not yet confirmed control of the highway, but Ukrainian losses along it have certainly increased if they still risk to use the road at all.